Is there something that just hasn't been working out for you?
I'm Tara. I'm a holistic and spiritual coach. I help people uncover beliefs that no longer serve them. Unearthing these beliefs allows for more peace, freedom, and ease in life.
Is there something that just hasn't been working out for you? Is there a person that you've just been struggling with and you really want it to be different? Is there a situation in life, like a workplace situation or a family situation, something within your house, a money situation, just something that hasn't been working out? That's a theme in life, you know. We're here to kind of live, from one end to the other. There's extreme beauty and extreme struggle. That's just the way the earth experience is. When we came here, we knew that, and then we forgot that we knew that. I mean, that's just how it is when you come into the human body, the human experience. You have to forget that you're an eternal soul. And that's what makes it hard, I think. So how do you deal with a situation that you can't really impact too much? Or how do you become able to impact a situation that you haven't been able to so far? Well, one of the ways is to choose it the way that it is and the way that it's not right now. However this situation is, just choose it the way that it is. And yes, this is accepting. We're accepting it as is right now. And what this does is it disseminates all of your resistance. There's a truth in our universe that resistance meets resistance. So this issue is a form of resistance in your life, and you keep it in place by saying you don't want it and pushing up against it. When you stop pushing up against it, it will begin to resolve. If it's a small issue, it might resolve fairly quickly. If it's a bigger issue, you will see shifts in that. And notice that it's now a different thing to interact with. So an example would be, I was just talking with someone yesterday who, coming into the holidays said that, there are some personalities within her family that are fairly difficult, and she's going to be, coming in contact with some of those people. When I asked her how would she normally approach that situation, like the family event is coming up, she knows she's going to be going, how does that start out? And before she even arrives at this gathering, she's already defensive. So she's already resisting something that hasn't happened. Yes, it has happened in the past, but the past is over. The now moment is all there ever is. So if she comes into it with the defensiveness, then she's ensuring that it's going to go the way it went in the past. So when we talked about this, I invited her to consider another way to come into this, another way to view the person. So I suggested to her to choose this person the way they are and the way they're not. Like, accept them as is. This is how they are. They are not this other way. Going back to should and shouldn'ts, if you haven't seen that video, please find that. They should be some way, and they shouldn't be this way. But the truth is, they are just the way that they are. And when you come into it with defensiveness, you ensure that the interaction is going to go the way it's always gone. Resistance meets resistance. And so when I asked her to look at it from this standpoint, like, can you accept that this person is the way they are? And she said, yeah, I can. And it's a little bit difficult, right, sometimes to do that. But when you know it's going to change the situation, would you be more willing? So she said, I could see myself bringing love to the situation. Like, if I choose acceptance and choose them the way they are and the way they're not, then I can come into it with love, and I can see it go in a more peaceful way. And I can hear in her language that she's still got some, like, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to be 100% love all the time, but that's okay, because even if you come into it with 10% love, where you would come in with 100% defensiveness, now you give it a much higher percentage chance of being different. And then as it unfolds and you see the interaction changing, your ability to bring love becomes easier. The other person is also resistance meeting resistance. So that other person that you're bringing the defensiveness for is also coming with defensiveness or self-righteousness or whatever their form of resistance is. And so when you come with that 10% love, now when they come with their resistance, it's not getting 100% resistance, it's only getting 90%. So now their resistance starts to dissipate. And so now the two of you are having this less and less struggle, right? So this 10% love becomes 15, and this 100% resistance becomes 85 resistance, and this 85% resistance becomes 50, and and next thing you know, you don't necessarily have to like each other, but now coming to family events is a totally different experience. Even if it's 50% better, that's way better than that 100% resistance, that 100% dread, that 100% defensiveness. I have to defend myself and all of that. Just this person is the way that they are. Just choose them the way they are and the way they're not. Don't require them to be some other way. They're not going to be that way. They're just not. They're going to be the way they are. But when you accept that they are the way that they are, you shift the energy around it. You shift them, they'll have to shift within the space that you now are. They will not show up the same. They'll start to, and you'll think, maybe it's not working. And you'll go, I'll give it some time. I'll continue to hold this space of love. And then watch them have a different conversation with you or just not want to engage you at all. Either one would be welcome. Anything in life that isn't quite working, just choose it the way it is and the way it's not. Accept it as is. As is. I wish you well.